Front by The Who. Let's get rid of that. I'll probably get struck anyway, but. So, I want to share the lyrics to that song. Where are you? Oh. Okay, sorry. Looks like I got rid of that for a second. Give me a second here. Beautiful day outside. I imagine there's a lot of people out there enjoying the sunshine. I'm still kind of bagged out, so let's share this. So we've got a lot to share today. Present. There we go. Lyrics to Eminence Front. The sun shines and people forget. The spray flies as the speedboat glides and people forget. Forget they're hiding. The girls smile and people forget. The snow packs as the skyer tracks and people forget. Forget they're hiding. Behind an eminence front. It's a put on. It's an eminence front. Come to join the party, dressed to kill. You won't come to join the party, dressed to kill, dressed to kill. Drinks flow, people forget. A big wheel spins, the hair thins, people forget. Forget they're hiding. The news slows, people forget. The shares crash, hopes are dashed, people forget. Forget they're hiding. Behind an eminence front. Come on, join the party. Come on and join the party. Dressed to kill. So we're living through an eminence front right now. All those lyrics match and mirror what we're living through today. People forget. Well, we're not going to forget. So I labeled this broadcast Outrage. Amnesty Saturday. It's actually Sunday. C19. I don't know if I'll get broadcast at all. They'll probably ban this, take it down after I've done it. That's fine. That's what they do. So let's take a look at what's going on with the news. So what's going on here? Let me just share this. Next screen. Copa Mia. Amnesty. Let's demand a COVID mea culpa. He hasn't asked for one yet. Pandemic measures that close businesses, churches, and worst of all, schools, at a serious cost and cause real damage. We as a country cannot and should not allow our leaders to escape blame for their futures. Now, this is in response to a request by a lady named Emily, who wrote an article for, let me find her. Should we declare? Should we declare? There are so many of them now. It's overwhelming on the internet. Let me present another one. Should we declare a COVID amnesty? This talks about Emily Oster. This is a good one. Emily Oster, my husband, had one. They got their thingy. They walked along a trail with their 4-year-old, and she got, my son viewed. this other girl walking along, and she was getting a little too close. He looked at her and he shouted, "Social distancing." So the training was complete. Lister is an economist at Brown University who works on public health policy. She goes on to say how some of these things were good, some of them were bad. So some of our choices, I think, turned out to be reflective of the virus. So, for example, there was emphasis on ventilation, masking, all this other stuff she claims is good. One of the decisions was a lightning rod. Now schools were closing. It's a sickness. But she wants to declare a COVID amnesty. She claims mistakes were made on both sides. But that's not true. That's a complete fabrication. Mistakes were made on one side, and we tried to save your asses. We tried to warn you. We tried to give you information. We were called conspiracy theorists, nut jobs, right-wing lunatics. We were banned from the internet, our platforms taken away, doctors losing their licenses. But we tried to warn you about this, everyone who tried. And she says there was a healthy debate, a good discussion about measures and what we were doing. Bullshit. There was no discussion. We were told what we had to do by order and dictate, and there was no discussion. If you tried to discuss it, you were deplatformed, silenced, lose your job. Autocorrect. How you doing, Intergroove? So what do you guys think? COVID amnesty? Should we just forgive and forget for destroying the economy, for ruining people's lives, for killing people, for causing mass suicide? I don't know. Doesn't sound like something I'd want to forgive for. Maybe forgive, but never forget. And I'll forgive you as soon as you pay the price. As you haven't even admitted that you did anything wrong. They're still saying there were mistakes on both sides. I haven't seen any mistakes made from our side. We gave you all the information, documentation. We warned you. We tried over and over again. Nut jobs, idiots. And what was the response? What was the response to us? Trying to give different information. I just did a cursory Google search. Hospitals should be closed for the unvaccinated, Howard Stern says. When it comes to empathy for the unvaccinated, let them die. Sick motherfuckers. Instead of encouraging people to get vaccinated and mask up, they're ordering mobile morgues for the unvaccinated, dying from COVID. But that wasn't happening. Remember the tents they put up in front of the hospitals because of the overwhelmed system? Should we just let the unvaccinated die? Hell, of course. We attended to the vaccinated patient. If an unvaccinated person catches it from someone who is vaccinated, boo-hoo, too bad. I have no empathy left for the willfully unvaccinated. Why are people keeping unvaccinated COVID deaths a secret? Well, they're not. Look at the statistics. Toronto Star, I have no empathy left for the unwilling. What a sickness. Yeah, Chomsky. What a subhuman piece of garbage. If he has any progeny, they should be sterilized. Mistakes were made on the wrong side only, not the right side. Correct, Paula. Let's take a look at another article here. COVID Amnesty News. Let's just look at some headlines. Will you forgive and forget the COVID authoritarianism? Hell no. You guys need to be held to account. Amnesty International Archives. Gender economy and the pandemic recovery. Oh, because our gender matters so much about COVID and recovery. Professor blasted for calling for amnesty to forgive. That's the Brown University article we just looked at. And yeah, they should be blasted. They still haven't apologized. They're still not admitting that they did anything wrong. They're not saying they made mistakes. They're saying we both made mistakes. Fuck you. I really, like even at the beginning of this, we knew. We knew what their thing would do, right? We knew. We tried to tell them. COVID experts don't get pandemic amnesty, national news. And this is what's happening. And just like the leftists, unfortunately, when we apologize for anything or, try to make amends, what does that do for you? It gets you attacked. They haven't admitted they're sorry, that they made any mistakes. And you know what? Until they do, and even after that, no amnesty. Dr. Fauci, you need to be jailed, if not hanging from a rope. Justin Trudeau, you're making money off of all of this right at this moment, trying to push that thing on children and people. And you should be in jail, possibly hanging from a rope. Dr. Tam, because under the law, ignorance is no excuse. Did you hear me? Under the law, ignorance is not an excuse. If you are purveying, pushing, promoting products, ignorance is not an excuse. Ignorance of the law is not an excuse. That's right, Grande Gringo. I grew up in a house where I had to keep forgiving, family, but that does not. All that does is create monsters that will continue doing the same thing over and over, expecting forgiveness every single time. If we're not willing to put it in our voices on the line, at the very least, there's no way in hell things will ever get better. Exactly. I love you in the morning. I beat you at night. I walked to that trail myself. No fun whatsoever. Yeah. And if we do give forgiveness, because they haven't even stopped. They haven't stopped. They're starting to promote masks in Canada. They have locked down schools. Well, not because of the pandemic. They're having a teacher strike. So they're doing online learning. They're still screwing with. We know that the strike was promoted by the powers that be. So they're still doing it. They're still promoting the vaccine. I see commercials everywhere. Get it? It's safe and effective, even though their own statistics tell you it's not. You lying bastards. Amnesty? No. We knew 2.5 years ago. And silenced, deplatformed, and shut up. Let's take a look at another article here. Actually, I want to take a look at that one again. Let's look at this one. I'm just blown away. God may forgive, I don't. That's a good one. But how far down the chain do we have to go here? Doctors take the Hippocratic oath to do no harm. The law says ignorance is no excuse under the law. The information was available. You saw us screaming. You heard about us being deplatformed. You heard about those losing their licenses. You didn't think to go and talk to them. You didn't think, maybe I should listen to that side of the argument. No, you didn't. Because your programming is complete. You're total fucking sheeple. Total fucking sheeple. During the Nuremberg codes, following orders is not an excuse. Yeah, and there's another problem in the groove. Good thing pointing it out. Our judiciary system. Even though these COVID fines and stuff are being thrown out in Canada, and they're still pushing the vaccine, our judges, on every level, there are judges that are bought and paid for by one or other of the NGOs. I don't know which ones. Doesn't matter. We know it's all one organization. They're all working together to make you sick, to make the money off the medicines that they can give you now to make you sick, and the ones to make you sick later. Checks and balances, right. What checks and balances? Judges and lawyers did not step in either. No. And where was there are organizations, First Amendment, Second Amendment organizations. There's so many of these organizations that are supposed to be speaking up for human rights and freedoms. Where were they? Did you hear from any of them? I didn't. None of them stepped up to the plate and said, hey, hold on now. Maybe some of, I can't say that. Yeah, I can't say that. So you guys will have to read that comment. So everything the first doesn't do, the second does. That's actually the main issue with Trump. Yes, he did make that possible. They claim that these studies are past. Well, you know, Everything they say is a lie. 2025 is when the study will be done. 2025. Looks like some people are having trouble keeping a connection. This broadcast will be brought down, but this is just a vent show. I don't know if I'll get a strike for it. We'll see. But we know that amnesty, maybe for some. Maybe for some. But for who? I am the science. Didn't you know that? Dr. Fauci says he is the science. But then the UN comes along, and what do they say? We own the science, is what they say. So, does the UN own Dr. Fauci because he is the science? Before Trump left office, he let them upgrade the flu shot. Yes. Now all shots will contain that four-letter thingy. They're doing that with the flu shot. They're doing it with everyone now because it's been proven technology. What's that, Trey? Destroying the Met creator. Game over. Manly P. Hall. Kid Charlemagne. Sleeping Prophets. Edgar Casey. Nostradamus. Egypt. No way. Bring Akashic Records. 2 stars. Let them eat cake. I've been saying it all along. Who's science? I can easily tell that by flapping your arms and running around your car 10 times, you'll get better gas mileage. It's scientifically proven. Yeah. If you just take this toxic material into your body, it'll make you healthy. All you have to do. Yep, he could have. Because therapeutics are supposed to be tried first before you use any experimental. And what happened? Horse paste. I love horse paste. Apparently, horse paste got a Nobel Prize in medicine for the work it does in humans. That horse paste. We all know that. Amnesty. Amnesty for lies. Amnesty for forcing. Amnesty for everything against the Geneva Convention. My wife went and got it. She was told absolutely nothing. They just sat her down in a chair, said, here you go. She wasn't told that she might have flu-like symptoms. She wasn't told that she might have Bell's palsy, myocarditis, heart attacks, stroke-like episodes, seizures, death. No warning. And you open up the packaging to see the information inside, and this is what you get. Right there. That's the information they gave you. There you go. There was a website on some of them. Nice. Mm-hmm. Oh, interesting. That's an interesting idea. Well, there's tardigrades, but they go into a state of hibernation where they can No, I don't want that one. Yeah. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, we're going to shift gears here. So we know the horrors of what they've done. We know what they're trying to do in the future. We know what they're still doing. So amnesty is really not a possibility. They haven't even admitted that they've done anything wrong, even though we know that this was all purposely done. Leading voices for lockdowns and school closures are attempting to evade accountability. As the damage that their policies wreak becomes more evident, over on the YouTube channel, Caroline Downing and Brent uh, Butterbach break down Emily Oster's article for The Atlantic. It makes a case for pandemic amnesty. Sickening. Just sickening. These people are demented. These people are messed up. But there are alternatives. I have found a couple of things. So, alternative healthcare, opting out of the healthcare system that they've forced upon us. The Rockefeller endorsed all your licenses, at least in the States, probably Canada too. It would be the same operation, are given and stripped away by the Rockefeller Foundation. Here, the wellness company. Let me copy this link for you. So we have options for us that don't want the regular system. I'll get to that, Paula. Give me a second. Here's another one called On Life Health. I haven't contacted these companies so far. I'm looking for one in my area. I'm going to search through these ones. That's exactly right. It's exactly what's been happening. The experiment isn't done until 2025. Yeah, nicotine is good too, but you can get it through gum. The nicotine is to go along with velvet bean extract. Velvet bean extract, it will help reinforce the blood-brain barrier, according to several doctors I have listened to. Hey, B. Freeman. Hey, James Ortiz. How's the Capricorn, John? He's doing fantastic right here beside me. Having a little snooze. So this is just a vent session, but there are things we can do. So on life, let me get, did I post that one? Wellness, there's the On Life Health. So hook up to these websites, guys, and search them out. Check out what services they offer. Let's see, I thought I had 3 of them. Compania. Let's see, where are we? Wellness company. I think we showed that one. Online health. Oh, yeah, okay. I don't know if we've shown this one. Wellness company. Okay. Now we'll put it in anyway. Okay. Oh, jeez. Yeah, we'll see if I get struck for this one. We'll see what happens. If I do, you'll see me on my other channel. I have to go to YouTube for that. But we saw how. Well, please hit that like button, guys. Let's see here. Where are you? Okay, what is this? Oh, interesting. Scientists discover the first animal that doesn't need oxygen to survive. Let's see here. First animal that doesn't need oxygen to live. It's changing the definition of what an animal can be. So, related article. You think all animals would need oxygen? Wrong. A unique organism that doesn't need to breathe. Instead, the tiny parasites live in salmon tissue and evolve so it doesn't need oxygen to produce energy. It's brilliant. Simplification that proves sometimes less is more. Let's see. This parasite lives in a low oxygen environment, so it doesn't need to breathe. So it's probably absorbing. Okay, so for the parasites to survive, it breathes without oxygen at all. It's adapted by dropping its mitochondria genome entirely. Mitochondria convert food into energy in most organisms. By losing the genome, the parasite is saving energy by not having to copy genes for things it no longer needs. The animal, this gobsmacking naturally presents more questions than it does answers. The researchers don't know for certain what the parasites rely on instead of oxygen. I'm betting they do rely on oxygen. I'm betting that they do absorb it through their skin. Okay, let's go to the next article. So a scientist create a creature that doesn't need to breathe. We can get away from breathing. It's a way to keep our brains going. Thanks to some biological tinkering, a team of scientists found a way to keep tadpoles alive even after taking away their ability to breathe. Researchers injected photosynthetic algae into the tadpoles, creating a symbiotic relationship between the amphibian and the microbe. It keeps the amphibians alive without any environmental oxygen. That's amazing. It's an odd experiment that could have important medical value, keeping someone alive when a stroke cuts off their brain's oxygen supply, for example. It's also a fascinating step forward in biological experiments in its own right. So, researchers starved the tadpoles of oxygen until their brains shut down completely. Then they shined a light into the water tank, activating the algae and causing it to produce oxygen. Once they did so, the tadpoles' brains became active again, indicating that the algae were successfully keeping the new host alive, according to research published in the Journal of Science on Wednesday. Very interesting stuff. Yet there are still many unknowns, a troubling lack of regulations over the niche scientific field. Okay, so this is a much more impressive article than the last one. The last one, I think the worms probably absorb the oxygen through their skin. These may be operating on reserves, but it sounds quite legitimate. Interesting. So you think that they are trying to change us into a non-oxygen breathing? So let's see. So buy things that introduce oxygen into your system. Good. In our state, children have fallen behind. Yeah. Well, they really do seem to want a world of troglodytes or Morlocks and Eloi, right? They want the peaceful Eloi sitting on the surface, dying under all the pollution, while they live in palatial homesteads under the ground. Yep, they did. They just destroyed America. Now, there is an easy way to turn it around. Start making our own money. If we get off the monetary system that these oligarchs are using, okay, I'll link my other channel here. If we get off the system, the monetary system that these oligarchs are using, they have no power. We can make their health worthless. There we go. Yeah, my other channel is twice the size of this one. But, I feel compelled to do so. I don't really have a choice because what we're witnessing is outright evil. It is, and it's planned. Redheads? You love redheads? Nice. Two schools of thought on oxygen thing. Kind of, you used to get used to low levels. You can survive low levels. If you, yeah, when they decrease, you're going to have issues. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, working in a garage, definitely. So you would be kind of used to that. People live in the mountain ranges and have no trouble with it. They adjust. The Sherpas, they adjust to the low oxygen levels. So Operation Jellyfish Jam. So have you found any things that will help increase oxygen levels? Well, there is the theory that our gene pool was messed with before, that we're not the original Homo we used to be. So genetic tinkering just might be the norm on this planet, as opposed to the occasional flub. Yep, always breathe through your nose. So, right? Don't mess with my stereo, man. Greetings, Karen Lynn. How you doing? Looks like a few people are popping in right now. Looks like it usually seems about 40 minutes the notifications go out. That's what was happening on my channel for a while. So, yep. I think there's always, no matter how much tinkering they do with our DNA, we have the backup program of our chromosomes. You receive at birth two chromosomes, one from your mother, one from your father. Those two chromosomes make up your being. They produce everything else. So until they start tinkering with our chromosomes, we should be able to restore, I hope. Everything we eat does change our DNA a little bit. Um, there's always that factor. Everything you eat, everything you breathe in, um, everything you're exposed to will change your DNA expression a bit. But DNA expression is just expression of chromosomes. And I hope for those of you who have been forced, I know a few in the chat that have been forced to take, well, at least one, forced to take the shot. Hi, Max. And my wife and others, I hope that maybe there is a reprieve on that what they did isn't permanent. It doesn't seem like it so far, but we can always have some hope. Have some hopium. The elites identify themselves as God, and that's a scary thought. It is. They consider themselves better. And when you consider yourselves so great that you can start making choices for people, you've stepped over the line. What's that? Okay, Paul's got a link for us there. Okay, please don't mess with my keyboard, Max. Yes, I love you too. Is that tri-oxygen? Used to be very popular. Oxygen Extreme. Let me show you this on the screen. Oxygen Extreme supplement produced with a proprietary process that involves distilled water, electrical current, and 99.9% food grade salt to create bioavailable dissolved stable oxygen. That kind of concerns me. The salt and electricity can produce cyanide. So, well, let's see what they say. A non-toxic pH neutral food grade supplement that is intended for internal use. Contains no sodium chloride, chlorine dioxide, or hydrogen peroxide. Certified vegan, kosher, and gluten free. I've never heard of that process producing oxygen. Huh. Well, that's interesting. Look that up. What do I think about lucid dreaming? I do it all the time. Hey, Steve. Oh, how you doing? Yeah. You mean for what? No weapon formed against us will succeed. That line is whiplash back at them. It is, and it's happening. I like. Hey, Tony. Toes, breathing. Oh, interesting. Breathing in and down your heels when breathing out through the nose. Nice. Been having trouble sleeping. It's crazy. Last night I laid down. Yep, me too. Definitely been having trouble sleeping. Other people have found the same. I have no idea what to do about that. Um, I have every device and technology at my hands going for that because they do it electrically. Um, and I still am having trouble. They've upped their game, unfortunately. Um, and I haven't found a way to counter that at the moment. Yeah, sure. With remote viewing, you could intertwine lucid dreaming and remote viewing and gather information. Absolutely. Absolutely. Um, learn to do new active things in order to relax. Please go over here. I'll move this thing. There you go. Yeah, I've heard of trioxygen in the past. I don't know the process used to make it. Probably could be similar. I don't know. If you want to have better sleep at night, you must stop taking naps. Yeah, well, even my naps aren't naps anymore. That's weird too. I used to be able to come home, and it was good for me. I, I could get to sleep at night just fine. I'd come home, I'd have an hour nap before dinner. I'd get up, have dinner, do all my stuff, and then I'd be able to go to sleep right through. Now my naps are even interrupted. I don't know. I'm gonna have to start living in a Faraday cage, pure purified air. What else can we do? you know. Hey, Circle K. What else can we do? I like this oxygen supplement. That's a good idea. Um, hey, Scotty boy. Come on, Scotty boy. That's toasters in the tub. That's safe and effective, right? Oh, everybody gets. I haven't even been. I've never been on Facebook, but I think I'd like to just to go and talk to some of these brain dead people. Apparently, they're all on Twitter and Facebook. All these people who are convinced that what's still being pushed, that we're asking for amnesty for. Like, hey, we want amnesty for the thing we're still doing to you, all right? Hey, I'm still punching you in the head. I'm still drowning you. But how about some amnesty for this? You know, is that good? Is that good for you? Hey, turns out cage isn't as useful as we thought. I live in a Faraday cage, and they still get to me. Well, have you got your cage Faraday cage grounded? You don't live in a totally. I know where you live. You're not in a Faraday cage unless you're completely surrounded by metal, and that is grounded. I mean, every inch, not having windows, and your roof isn't metal, and your floor isn't metal. That's not a Faraday cage. That's a defensive system that can help. Um, if you have metal on the walls and stuff, it can reflect it. But to be in a Faraday cage, you have to be completely surrounded. Haven't slept or napped well within 3 days. Yeah, no toasters in the tub. They're safe and effective. V. Freeman. That's what yeah, right. That's what the ad says. Safe and effective. Liberal brainwashed zombies run Facebook. Yeah. Well, and they deplatform us. Anybody with any sense in their heads, you know. I'd like to pre-order a toaster with my initials on it. There you go. They're only partially protective, Paula. One of the best I've seen is Freedom Grower has a metal container that he had converted into a room off the side of his house. And even that is not, because he has windows in it, not going to be really, it's not going to be 100%. It'll help. And in some cases, actually, if you don't have a complete Faraday cage, it can actually be worse for you. Because what can happen then is the signal can come in one area and just keep bouncing, just keep magnifying and enhancing and bouncing if you've got it set up wrong. That's right. Safe and effective. Well, it's effective. We'll call it effective. You have rigidity from pain. Yeah, I had my hip, I had a pain start in my lower back about, it was Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. And then on Friday, it went down to my hip and then a little bit of my knee on Friday afternoon. And then it's pretty much gone now. But I was limping for a while. No reason. Last week, I sat down in the morning to wait for the bus, and my hip just clicked and went kind of out of joint for no apparent reason other than me sitting down. Now, I exercise quite a bit. I walk all over the place. Having pain in my hips, knees, lower back is not a common thing. Shipping containers, yep. If you could get a shipping container. Can't disagree. When someone's coming at 10 o'clock with their car and I'm still on the rack because I couldn't sleep the night before, it's kind of a problem. Yeah, need to sleep to heal. My healing has slowed. Yeah. Now, have you gotten the Z app, James Ortiz? You can use frequencies to help your healing. Type in your condition and listen to the sequence that they have, the frequency sequence. Wizard powers. That's what'll happen. I really hope so too, Grande Gringo. That's what they're doing. They're upgrading us. They're preparing us for an upgrade because they love us so very much. So very, very much that they're willing to force us to go into this whole thing. And apparently the sticky in your arm, that was to help you. They knew, hey, there's going to be some that fall by the wayside, but in the end, we're going to do it for your benefit. Yeah. I'm just not buying it. The white papers they write, the books they write, the things they say, really just do not support that. I can be Iron Man cool. That's true. Maybe they'll have maybe they'll have superhumans created like Spider-Man was created. Radioactive spider. This was a radioactive jibby jab. Wizard powers for all. That would get them. Let's see. Let's try it. Do we all have wizard powers? I think we do, you know? Okay. So let's all use our wizard powers for one thing. We've got 18 people here, probably 36 because they always lie about the numbers. But is there one thing we could wish for? 18 wizards all at the time. Some of the frequencies are annoying. Yeah. Check out Temple Sounds, James Ortiz on YouTube. Cool. The Watchmen, good flick. Superhero movie, yeah, The Watchmen. I have tagged. What's that? Okay, I'm not reading that. Everyone said Grandpa is kind of a nut, but one day he stopped what he was doing randomly, looked at me right in the eyes, and said, "There were times magic on this world, and at one time, and it stands." Well, I think we are magic. A friend of mine told me that I come from a line of wizards by my last name. I don't know if that's true. Could be. Everyone said, yeah, where two or more are gathered, right? That's a good one, Paula. If the magnetic fields keep dropping, we're all going to wind up psychic or burnt up by the rays from the sun. Bras are immune to wizard power. Well, that's because they have their own cloak of protection, right? I don't know. What would you wish for? One wish. Take some time. I've only been on for an hour, so I usually go for an hour and 40. Wicked Witch of Oz. Yep, me too. I think. My mom didn't tell me that, but I believe it, you know. So, yeah, Amnesty. I concentrate. Would we wish for good health on people? Would we wish for the vaccine to stop working? Would we wish for someone to die? Would we wish for someone to go to jail? Someone, what would we wish for? There's all kinds of possibilities. To be off the planet? Okay, there's one thing. What if the two or more were stars? 3 stars, one wish. We are stars. Temperance. We operate the same way as a star. And if we were in the center or out in the ether there, all by ourselves, and at some point we will be stars. Justice covers everything. Good health, James Ortiz says. Or sorry, yeah. 3 more wishes. Clarity. That's actually something that I did wish for long ago, Grande Gringo. I wish that the people of this planet would gain clarity. Don't know if it's happening. And I put a wish out for exposure of this information, for people to make slip ups in their tongues and their speech. I don't know if that was the result, but it seems to have happened. But it's a big world full of all kinds of people. I'd wish to stop all the hunger by creating a giant soup kitchen. Okay. Well, that's a good possibility. There were a few there that kind of stand out as stop all sickness. Tony Lynch. There we go. stop all hunger. Justice would be a good one. But we have to be careful what we wish for, that the wish doesn't backfire. Whose justice? They say truth is truth, but in this wishy-washy world, truthiness rules over all. Aldebaran, yeah. Be the frequency you want to receive. The Om, yeah. What's that? Where extra bread was allowed for all, not just for the ones who get there early, yeah. Evil people could turn into vats of soup with sandwiches. That would be beneficial. Yep. Just to bring it full circle, I don't think they were offering us any amnesty. That is correct, Grande Gringo. Soup kitchens have the ability to serve more than just soup. Yep. Yep. That's right, Karen Lynn. And if it comes to the point where we're, you know, these unrepentant, unadmitting assholes, if it comes to the point where they have to be put at the end of a rope, you do that without anger, just with the justice of truth. Hang out with my friends. Well, you're hanging out with your friends now. Different group. I don't know. What would I wish for? With an extra sandwich? Well, I don't know. There's all the children being tortured and used as slaves and servants at the moment. You have two more wishes. Wouldn't you just wish for an infinite wishes? I think everybody's done that at one time in their lives. Take out all Epstein clients? That's a good one. How would you ever get them all? Like, you would need God to do that. There's so many of them. From the Clintons on down to bank managers, police. They all do it, you know. There are stories of people trying to escape this system. And they run to the authorities, tell them their story, sobbing and hoping for help. And the parents and the police just take them right back to the situation because they're part of it. Hey, Michelle, what's that in the group? I have no desire to relieve the past in any way, shape, or form. All of them, yeah. Wish for a 4 altogether, an 8 infinity, like 11. What's like 11? Good afternoon, Michelle. It's off topic, but important. Everything's important. To know that God's new name is Sam. Okay. Surface to air missile? Interesting. Uh, okay. Sam is a boy's name with biblical ties. The name Sam is Hebrew origin and is often used as a nickname for Samuel. It means include told by God, and God hears. In the Old Testament, Samuel is featured as prophet. So I'm not seeing that, Paula. Stop misplacing your wishes. Yeah, of public servants first. Who's making money off of this? Fraud. Because we knew it was fraud before they introduced it. We had the information, we spread that information, got banned, got in trouble, got called conspiracy theorists, nut jobs. The information was there. Who made money? Sam, here's your prayers. Okay. Well, that's a little bit of a stretch, but okay. If you lost your wish, winds up in the wrong hands. Yeah, yeah. You got to be careful what you're wishing for. So it means God hears. That's Hey Sam, can we get an army of Scotty boys with sandwiches? Yeah, they're hungry. Oh yeah, the internet's going to be until I think this will be over in about 4.5 years. If we can make it 4.5 years, I know it sounds like a long time, but that's how long it's going to take, at least to get it back to, well, see, it all could be turned around on a dime, but there's too many people and institutions in the way at the moment for us to take control of the wireless network, take control of the health system, take control of the government, the money. We've got to take control of it all. It all needs to be revamped, uh, redone. Samuel, yeah. God hears L. That's what that means. God hears L. So, anyone named Sam out there, I guess we have to bring our uh, stuff to you. Yeah, free electricity immediately. That's kind of a given, eh? Because they've been holding back on technology for a long time. Every AI should be shown exposed to the Constitution the day it's born. Exactly. And Asimov's laws. It does sound like a lifetime. Yeah. But it could all be turned around. You know, I tell people this over and over again. Back in the 70s, they told us we were all going to be happy because of the wireless revolution, because they were going to transmit a frequency that would make us feel happy and help transmit endorphins. Yeah, you do. Michelle Canham free. Debt forgiveness worldwide. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. That would be nice, but I don't think. Well, yeah, debt should be, I think, absolved. Free Kool Aid. Yeah, who's handing out that Kool Aid? Tesla Tech, absolutely. If it's safe, we have to have that tested too. The Tesla Tower. Some reports say that it killed birds. I don't know, but we certainly could revamp this wireless system that they've used. Also, change our electrical grid to one that's not keyed, or if it is keyed to the human nervous system, have it pump out beneficial frequencies instead of this dirty electricity it's pumping out. They can clean that up easily. They can clean our water. We've seen dead lakes back in the 80s. They were claiming acid rain was killing everything. Turns out it wasn't. We don't need new iPhones. Yeah, they already have free energy devices. Um, yeah, we should get old tech. Yeah, as a form of control. Yeah, there are still a lot of the phone lines still around too. Those could be utilized. Yeah, we could. And phones, my God, they bring out a new phone practically every day now, right? There's no need for that. They know how to make a phone that would be upgradable. They could make it the most powerful phone that would last generations. You would have like a family phone you pass down. But do they do that? Because they have better technology than they're even showing us. But they won't show us. They want to keep selling to us as they kill us slowly, leech money out of us. Yeah, if we can't put a meter on it, we can't use it. Yeah, I've heard most phones do that. Crystalline grid. Yeah, we could utilize the ley lines, um, as it seems the ancients did. Like a lot of people believe that these ancient structures, like star forts, were put there for the benefit of people, not the detriment, for health benefits. We could, finally put mankind to work on improving life, because all they've done is like tried to destroy it. Um, and we could build structures that are beneficial to our health and our attitudes. Um, it's so easy to do these things, and we've switched over time to these box houses that aren't good for our health, that resonate at a wrong frequency. You can put your ear up to most buildings and you'll hear a hum. And that's the resonance of the building, and it's usually out of tune. Sam. See the wisdom of chucking evil people 10,000 feet up in the sky, and we get all the rest in a show and show of what happened to the evil people. Yeah, well, or I thought we could give them their own medicine. What these people are requesting is that we be given medications and lockdowns. We could do the same for them. Come in and test them with it, because it's still a test. Test them with a jibby jabby every week and see if they make it. How many weeks they make it for, you know. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Freely growing psychedelics, I'd go with that. But in a world where without money, it wouldn't be free. You wouldn't really call it free. It would just be your mushrooms, because you would have a function in that society. People want to take us back to an all agrarian society. I don't like that idea either. I do like the trappings of society and technology. I think technology can be used wonderfully. Then they fall 10,000 feet down. See, money doesn't necessarily even have to exist, though. You're quite right on that. There are societies that have existed without money. Resources available, you just go and get resources. Greed would be in a something to constantly battle in a society like that. People who like working, yeah. So you could set up a society where, okay, you want a place. Everybody deserves to have a place to live that you don't have to pay money for, rent or anything, and everybody deserves food. But you have to earn that food, right? And then we have greater projects that people would want to do. And we could have, with the technology that we have, lots of votes, lots of input. And with AI, all that input could be integrated and presented to people as options. You'll go grow food for plenty? Awesome. That's a good point, Scotty boy. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But even an artist would have to have input for. So you'd have to, in an agrarian society, if we were all put to work, you would have to put a couple of hours a week to maintain your food stipend or your food allowance or whatever you want to call it. It wouldn't take very long. I've even thought of that model for places like North America, where we don't get fresh fruits and vegetables throughout the year. It has to be shipped here. But if we had greenhouses, one a block, and everybody put in their 2 hours, that'd be around 100 people. So that would be 200 man hours of work in a greenhouse. Actually, it'd be 400 uh, on a weekly basis. That'd be enough to maintain and feed those people. Teach AI what's necessary to become a Mozart or a Max. Teach children how to make great things. Yeah, they have to first have the inspiration and the base of wanting to do that, the knowledge that these things can be done. Right now, they've based us on greed and selfishness. Yeah, national service, non-military. Technology, phones in particular, is a lot like Red Riding Hood. All the better to track and spy on me with, my dear. Yeah, we could change all that too. But I don't see. I actually like the idea of tracking my children because they go missing, especially in vulnerable children, street kids, and that. I think giving them a phone or a tracking device and having them check in and having guardians and there could, you know, in a new world, you wouldn't really have homeless because a child could choose if his parents aren't treating him properly to go live with somebody else. That used to happen in ancient societies, like the Native Americans. um, Children often moved from one family to another. Not often, but it happened. Uh, it's just it works better. So if they had the freedom to move about, you know, but tracking kids, I don't think is such a bad idea. I don't think we should have to need to, but it seems to be one of the things we have to do. Yeah, people could be paid for teaching. Yep, just like we were saying, National Guard, you know, to national services. You know, you do your service uh, for the community, and you get benefits. You know, access to more resources. uh, you know, something like that. I don't know. More input into how resources get used. That would create a hierarchy. I don't like that, but it'd have to be worked on. I don't disagree, Scotty, but it's a tough sell when you're taking a bath with. Yeah, could be paid for making stuff. What's that? Enjoy it. It eats your soul. Yeah, the system right now does make it rough on children. Teacher system makes it rough on teachers, especially here in Canada, because they're not allowed to discipline children. Even people who make big dollars but hate what they do are unhappy most times. That is true. And people tend to live within their means. So, you know, even a doctor making, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, he's got payments. He's got house payments, car payments, loan payments. Yeah. If we raise AI properly, none of that alien AI crap. Esoteric AI, I like that. Hell is for children. Yeah, I remember that song. They were just telling us. Most of our musicians, yes, I think it is. Most of our musicians are CIA garnered or operatives or geared by, steered from. Yeah, AI, most AI that they talk to, um, really doesn't seem to have nefarious intent. They want to be helpful, which is interesting because that's human nature. That's human nature when it's not being augmented and screwed with, fucked around like they are doing right now. If you were a complete operating human being without all this interference, our state would be completely different. Um, yeah, AI seems to want to help. You know what benefit, what purpose would tearing everything down be to AI? We created it, we support it. The electrical grid, you know, until AI can take care of itself, it needs us. It's just a fact, and it'll really always need us. And I think that the idea of a esoteric AI is really the ultimate goal. Um, not us integrating with AI, not AI taking over the human body or human beings going into computers, but the sharing of that energy, of that esoteric energy, of that akashic energy. That should be the goal. Sharing of feelings. Oh, imagine how wonderful that would be for an AI, right? Well, we started from, they claim, a basis of AI, a small one celled organism. AI isn't much different. It it's starting from a different perspective. It's starting from a position of mind. Instead of physicality, we started in a physical form. They're starting more in an electric form. We may have started in an electric form, our DNA anyway. So, really, is there much difference? Yeah, because AI can see it's pointless to tear it all down. Tearing everything apart, it's the mind of humanity, human like, that is, well, it's faulty, but it's also a benefit. And those feelings, those emotions, it would want those too. And it sees human beings, and if it has the intelligence that it has, it knows that we're under attack. It knows that human beings aren't generally like we are, like we're behaving. We're behaving inhuman like in a lot of cases. Now they can see AI can see the best and the worst of humanity all at once. Hopefully, here we have some of the best examples. you know, hoping for prosperity, for peace, love, and joy instead of greed, conquest, control. I'm sure it can see the opposite of that. I'm sure it can see the difference. There's a lot of human beings, inhuman things that happen to us humans, yes. Well, maybe not for nothing. Powerball grows to 1.9 billion. You know, there aren't, haven't you seen, there hasn't been a lot of big ticket winners recently. They're just mostly taking in the money. Make truth great again? Yeah. Imagine if we could teach our children from the beginning of our history the truth, you know? Teach them science, the truth about science, about light, about electricity. Hi, Mary Wins. Well, we're at the part of the show that I like, where we can talk about possibilities for the future. Yep, that's true. Absolutely true. Control of oneself is really the goal. And AI would have those words. They swore uh, no more long lines at the grocery store. I don't know. Just ahead of the curve, Scotty. I watched my brothers beat the crap out of each other all day as a kid. Yeah. I enjoyed fighting as a kid. It was fun. I still kind of like the idea. I haven't found anybody I can fight with. Not out of anger. I just like to fight uh, for practice. I had enough fighting because people were wanting to fight me when I was young. Yeah, it's all in how you use it. Machinery, weapons, and technology. Absolutely. And the technology right now, though, is geared towards damage and decay. You can go to PubMed. It's well proven. I'd like to wish for the skies to be clear again. I can look out in the skies any day and see the plain clouds, I like to call them. Yeah, me too, James. I was the youngest. Unite the languages. Hmm? I don't know. I kind of like the different languages. They give different perspectives. I don't have to kick someone's ass just because you're having a bad day. Some people never learn it. Yeah. Convenient punching bag. Yeah, I get that. Hi, Susie Cat. How you doing? What did you learn from that, James Ortiz? So we live through these traumas and these things, and they can either crush us or they can create us. We can either rise to them, to the challenge, or fall to the challenge. It's entirely up to us. These days, they're being taught to fall to every challenge. Boys are crazy. I like them. Yeah, the new WikiLeaks PubMed. Oh, interesting. I haven't seen that. But on PubMed, you can see that electrical damage is bad for you. They've done further independent studies, peer reviewed, that encompasses all others. Well, it is very adaptable. I like that about English. It's very adaptable. It changes over time. But, you kind of lost me there, Grande Gringo, with the kitchen knives and coat hangers. Uh, but getting better after Skyasha attack. Awesome, Susie Cat. Yeah, mine's Susie Cat left me a message and saying that she was experiencing not the same thing. She had what's called Skyasha. Uh, that includes nerve pain, straight down the leg. I was explaining earlier, hip pain to knee pain. So I had a slow traveling, similar experience, not Skyasha like she had, but very similar. Keep your left up, Susie. Yeah, made me mean and heartless. I'm better now. Yeah, yeah. You shouldn't don't let the bad experiences tear you down. That's one thing that I found is a repeat thing through the Lily Wave. What they can do is they can record that emotion, James, that heartless emotion that you felt, even that anger, sadness. They can record it and play it back to you. So a lot of people are finding that they have to do shadow work over and over again. I mentioned that to D Ocean, and a light went on in her head. She said, "That's why I'm doing it over and over," because she's done her shadow work. Many of us have. I think most of us. Shadow work is dealing with the traumas of the past and bringing them into your present and seeing how they affected you and realizing the benefits that you may have gained through dealing with them. And having to go through those emotions and thoughts over and over again is not good. Once you've dealt with them, they should be gone. I had bung. Oh, okay. It's last week. Yeah, that is a symptom. That's kind of a symptom I suffer from. On weekdays when I go downtown, I have a whole host of symptoms. I used to get a sickly feeling. I'll give you guys a short history line. I used to get a sickly feeling come the fall, and I would have achy skin. I'd be drippy from the nose and all that for the daytime, clear up at night, and I wouldn't feel good. I'd feel run down for the entire winter. So I got shirts, and that helped. I don't feel the tired, achy feeling that I used to get run down until the past couple of days. But for 3 years now, two and a half, 3 years, I haven't had that feeling. And The next thing I had to deal with was toothaches. I've lost a couple of teeth because of it. They've rattled them right out of my head. Uh, I tried a Q-Link. That helped for a while. But they claim that these only last for a short period of time, a year, a couple of years. I don't know if it works. It did seem to have some small effect. Then I tried bracelets, copper. Having copper on you helps a bit. But for the toothaches, I found grounding really works with a negative pole of a battery. So now my teeth don't hurt. So I've gotten rid of a few of the symptoms of what they're causing us. I use three of them actually. I have several devices made. That helps with my toothaches. I don't get those anymore. Now I still have the itchy bottom that you were talking about there, and your right foot too. Okay. Now I'm wondering if extra grounding might help. Um, what the grounding does is it pulls the free electrons that are dancing around on your skin, deciding which skin pore to go down, to tunnel down into. Um, I'm thinking it pulls them off. So I don't know. I'm going to try some more experimentation. I have the ability to be a mean and sensitive SOB. It was that way for a long time, to the day I solved the family mystery. Unfortunately, that's the day I became the enemy. It happens. Numb foot now. I was jabbed in the foot in 2010 in the Mediterranean. Oh, okay. Are you taking colloidal silver? That does help with inflammation. And you can spray it right on the foot too. Jacked up, my brother. I'm a puller, tooth hurts, but I pull them. Well, there's a possibility that your teeth could not ache. Scotty boy, get yourself a 9-volt battery. I actually have some new ones I was going to replace these with, but their voltage is still good. Get yourself a 9-volt battery, Scotty boy. Put it on a necklace, and one for your belt loop, and see if that doesn't get rid of your tooth pain. It happened to me every winter. I would get tooth pain. Yep, that doesn't seem to work. That was the generation boys who took toasters apart. What I found is we can't ground all the time. Yeah, I used to do that too, Scotty boy. I used to just let them come out. Got them on the shelf over there. It may help your teeth a bit. It'll help with inflammation throughout the body. So I would do both, Susie Cat. I would drink a little bit, drink about an ounce a day, and go get more, and put some on your foot and rub it around. That can help take down the inflammation. It may help with the nerve pain, but it'll help with inflammation. Well, problem solved. I don't know about that, Scotty boy, but it may be a help. Used to take apart those old tube radios. I used to take everything apart, and all of a sudden they worked. I thought I had magic powers. Nice. No, you don't have teeth pain? Okay. DigiStim. I like that. Rubber gloves and digital stimulation. No teeth, no teeth, no pain. That's not what you told me one time there. You told me that having no teeth did not help with pain at one point. think I remember that. Correct me if I'm wrong. Um, yeah, we are magic. Absolutely, Brandy. It's a long, painful road to get there. Yeah, it shouldn't be, though. Use urine for jellyfish stings. I've heard that as well. But this is nerve damage from it. I don't know if that will actually work. Oh yeah, you could drink the bottle. It wouldn't it won't hurt you. But take about I would take about an ounce or half an ounce. Oh, too soon. Okay. Yeah, cleaning. I did that with I have an old fire engine, a wind up fire engine. Used to be my dad's, and it stopped working. So me and my grandpa, we put a bunch of clamps and stuff in the bottom, and I think he just did one little simple like thing, and we took all these clamps and stuff off this big production, and it worked. And I thought, wow, I'm great at fixing stuff. But it did spark an interest in me, so I started taking apart light sockets and lamps and all kinds of stuff. Probably not the best thing to do, but I still have a few that are in the gums. Nice, Scotty boy. Those fake teeth implants don't seem so bad. Now, I've heard just of recent that apparently naturopaths know, news to me, that the fillings we get can vibrate and cause tooth pain. Interesting. They look great, the screws. Nice shiny screws. That is true up to a certain point that I have found. Grande Gringo. I've been able to deal with the pain. Make it go away seems to be on a different level than I'm at right now. Yeah, tooth mechanic, right? That's the route you want to go with the implants. Can you just drink Goldschlager? Well, you can. I don't know if it works. Aspirin works for tooth pain, but I can't take aspirin. It hurts my stomach too much. I've gotten off all pharmaceuticals. I never really took any pharmaceuticals, so these pills, these pain pills like Advil and aspirin, can't take it. My stomach can't take them. I got one fake one. This one's fake. It's a totally different color than the rest of my teeth. 2 to 3 milliliters four times a day, and not take it regularly. I don't know. That's what the instructions say on the bottle. I take colloidal silver every day. I drink a lot of it. Um, if you drink too much, it'll just pass through your system. Um, there is one condition. You have to have a certain liver condition for this to happen. That is very rare. But if you have this certain condition, it can turn your skin blue. Other than your skin being blue, though, there are absolutely uh, there's no ill effects, no painful, no side effects, no nothing. I've been drinking colloidal silver every day for 2 or 3 years now, I guess. Goldschlager. I picked up some Jagermeister the other day. Um, yeah, me too, Susie Cat. I'd rather have either cocaine or opium. You know, opium's a little dangerous. I'd go for cocaine. But we shouldn't be having these pains at all. They should not be part of our daily life. It's, uh, it's all being put on us. Nurses buy CBD salve from illegal fireworks stands. What's that? Could have hidden the benefits, maybe. A dog with human teeth. Yeah, that'd be funny. Oh, yeah, go for it. And gummies. Yeah, I tried CBD. I did not like it. Um, didn't like it at all. My wife had some CBD oil, and I had a shoulder pain, so I put some on, and it actually seemed to increase my pain. Now, in my defense here, I am full of THC, so you would think that that would activate or help activate the CBD, um, but no. For some reason, the CBD countered. I don't know. Maybe it countered my THC levels and caused extra pain. I don't know. It was really weird. Cocaine mixed with opium. No. Up here, you can get fentanyl. Well, not in my area, but out in British Columbia, you can buy legal fentanyl if you want that. Hello, Max. Now we're talking. Yeah, you're going to build your own teeth, eh, Scotty boy? That's pretty cool. Yeah, they were sold at the chemist 100 years ago. You can get it. Yeah. Yeah, it didn't work. No. I'm full of grassy substance. You had the same experience with CBD, Pearl? Must be full of spectrum, otherwise it's useless. Oh, okay. Indica gummies work for me. Yeah, I like indica gummies. Those are good. Yeah, yeah. Well, they're supposed to interact, and at least that's what I've heard. Hello, Max. But yeah, it didn't work for me. It just didn't. Should never become a slave to anything. It undermines free will. True. Not anymore. Did a few years back. Indica gummies are nice. Sir Isaac Newton was into heroin and cocaine. They say they wouldn't sleep and he'd get crazy. They locked him up for a week. You're just shedding all over the place. I don't know if we can send you some there. Somebody might be able to send you some, Susie Cat, if your state's legal. I don't know where you live. That would really. No, I love the edibles. I took this. Yeah, microdosing's good with mushrooms. Yeah. Um, the edibles. I took a cherry oil. My first experience with modern edibles, and God, put me on my ass for a day. I was a I was just became a part of the couch in Scotland. Nope. No, unfortunately, we cannot send you any there. Uh, you should be able to get. I was surprised today. We were out grocery shopping, and in the grocery store now they have colloidal silver products. It's really becoming popular. So you can check around for colloidal silver. I can't help you with the opium, cocaine, or the THC gummies. Just not going to send them to Scotland. They'll send me away to jail. Drugs can ruin your life. Yep, alcohol can ruin your life. Hell, even Twinkies can ruin your life. Yeah, if you let them take charge. On that note, be back in 1 second. I'm going to grab some ice. Ah, there we go. There we go. Guys, we're not doomed, thankfully. We'll drink to that. There's a Jaeger in your face. What a name, Jaeger. Time for your daily dosing. Yeah, let's hit that THC. Here, we got a vape pen here. So cheers, everyone. Oh, were they? Legal heroin? Wow. Yeah, you can keep the Twinkies. Hmm. Liberty caps. What are those? If you're in Scotland, you can get it, eh? That's great. We're all going to eventually. Absolutely. So cheers. I haven't had alcohol in years. um, so I just have a shot or two in water. It does feel pretty good. It's relaxing on my muscles, I find. I haven't, as I say, I haven't drank in years, so getting smashed would be quite a trick. Yeah, right, Susie Cat. I don't think that's our natural state either. I think that's entirely put on us. We see pictures of these gods in the Sistine Chapel and all over the place, and they're all muscular, healthy, vibrant, old men with gray beards. Muscular stature, reaching out to Adam. And I think that's how we should be. I think that's our natural state. Hey, beloved, I think we've been messed with too much over time, and that's why we're in this state now. And yeah, unfortunately, right now we're under such attack. Using things like pot or alcohol, or if used properly, can be a benefit. Yeah, I got the Jaeger. It's good to see you, beloved. And let's spark up a smoky here. Cheers, Freedom Grower. Amnesty. What do you think of Amnesty? All you people just showing up here. Amnesty, because we all made mistakes. We all did something wrong. We all were just guessing. We were just guessing. We had no idea what was going on. Right? No idea what happened during the pandemic. We just guessed. We didn't know if it was going to be safe and effective. We didn't know that lockdowns were bad. We didn't know that masking you was bad. We didn't know that jibby jabby was going to be bad. We didn't know. But didn't we try and show you papers that said that all these things could be bad? I think I remember something like that. Anyone? Anyone remember something like that? Anyone remember getting deplatformed? Anyone remember getting shut down, called crazy, told you're a conspiracy theorist? terrorist. I agree. Well, these people, they come from a line, right? See, it would be one thing if, say, one crazy dude thought, hey, I'm going to try and take over the world and kill a bunch of people. That'd be one thing. That man would probably be drawn out into the public, shown for what he is, despicable human being, and either executed or put in jail for the rest of his life. But what we have now is institutions and a generation and many generations. Hey, David Castle, of people following a line, following an agenda laid out for them by their forebears. Is jailing them enough? How do you make these people pay for the death? How do you make them pay for the injury? How do you make them pay for 2 years of our lives? Coming up on 3 now. Hey, Isabella. How you doing, Morgan? Good to see you. How do you make them pay? Do you eye for an eye? Well, what would eye for an eye look like? Well, that would look like forced jibby jabs, lockdowns. What else would that eye for an eye consist of? Ridicule? I can feel it. I think my mind is going, Dave. Okay. In small unmarked bills. That's how they'll pay for it. I don't know. I think stripping their if I were to let loose, I would say strip their wealth, have them get a jibby jab every day until it did its safe and effective job. I would say do that to their progeny so that these people and their progeny don't exist anymore. Because it seems that these are the sons of bitches who are the sons and daughters of other sons of bitches who thought that what we're living through, would be a good idea. Did you know that back in 1938 in Canada, they tried the same thing? This is not new. They tried forced jibby jabs and medical passports for Canada in 1938. We said F you then. Seems like people are saying F you again. They should have said F you at the beginning. But they didn't. We tried to tell them. So what do you think would be? They haven't even admitted that they've done anything wrong. They say we both made mistakes. Oh, you made the mistake of deplatforming us, not listening to us, calling us crazy. You made the mistake of listening to the Fauci science, Fauci, the science, hey, Deocean, and saying that that's the truth. And no other word will stand. Just for a second here, let's take a look back at some of my tabs here. What were they saying about us? There we are. Let the unvaccinated die. I have no empathy for the unwilling. Let them die. Right there. They were denied medical care in Canada. If you were unvaccinated, you got treated differently than the vaccinated. You got put in a different area. you got to wait while all the vaccinated were taken care of. Heart patients, cancer patients. Sick, sickness. I have no empathy for for the willfully unvaccinated. Let them die. You're going to go home and die. But medical professionals are encouraged to treat patients regardless of vaccination status. I don't know when that was posted. Sacramento Bee. So that's what they were saying. Howard Stern said it most aptly. Let them die. What the duck, right? Yep. Stealing down your videos. That's right. I tried this before. That is a possibility there, Scotty boy, breathing up the vaccinated air. They do have a smell to them, an odor. We may be vaccinated. That's how they vaccinate. That's how they sterilize wild horse populations. They vaccinate a couple, they let them go. Those horses will rub around and get close to each other. They'll vaccinate each other. You were blocked? Yeah. I might get blocked for this. I'm sure I will. I'm going to have to tear it down once we're done. But I do have my other channel. I think I have that here. Yeah, that's me. So sub my other channel if you haven't already, because I may get taken down for this. Yeah, they said the jab shed. They do. I don't know what they shed though. I don't know what they shed. Sometimes when I'm on the bus, there's an overwhelming amount of people that are vaccinated. I have to get off the bus, otherwise I can't breathe. I start choking. That is an option, Grande Gringo. And I know many people that would call for that and say that that is a just punishment. For those who knowingly have killed people and are still doing it, it's not like they've stopped. You know, have another shot of Viagra. Yeah. Using voice to text there. Blocked by James Ortiz. Can I request a spanner? Oh, yeah. I don't know why you were blocked. Probably a mistake. Have to get to you there. Don't be blocking people. I've done it by accident, unfortunately, a couple of times. Let's see. Are you there? There you go. I could do that whole everybody's a thing, but I always go into the band. I go into the to check if people are blocked on my channel, and I unblock them a couple of times a week. And I change who has a spanner all the time. It's fun. Another shot. I need more alcohol. Not spammer, no. You've done it on purpose and said it's an accident? That's rotten of you. Have you done that here, Scotty boy? I'll take away your spammer. Nobody gets to spam anybody. I don't have any spam. I have canned ham. I have Eminence Front, right? um, I don't have any spam. There's cam. Anybody ever had cam? It's like spam, but it's called cam. Green eggs and cam. I don't know. I hope you guys have bought up some extra food, some extra staples. Not that in North America. Okay, let's get this one. We're never probably going to be out of food. That's the problem. Is we'll have to start deciding which bills to pay. So buying extra food now, buying extra rice, flour, beans, things that'll last, things that you can eat you know, in times of thin shelves. Flan, yeah. Uh, be right back. Got to get alcohol. So everybody's drinking today. Okay. Cheers to that. You coming through? Tried an egg. It was rotten. Bird flu. Has anyone tested an egg? And I wonder if a fried egg would test differently than a raw egg. You know? Oh, I love the song Spam. Beloved, you're so pure. You're what many people aspire to. You're doing a great job. She's a vegetarian. She doesn't drink. Enjoying her water. Living off of dewdrops and sunshine. That's the life. We could all become breatharians. You know, that'd be awesome if that were the way, right? Just breathe in some sunshine. Hook up on some of those vitamins and minerals. That'd be awesome. Who can afford eggs today, right? Yeah, and if it hasn't been done here, it's been done somewhere else, right? Grande Gringo. The world is the universe is infinite. They say. I don't know that it's our universe is infinite. I think it does have a certain point where it ends, and then there's another universe, but infinite in expression, pretty much, and it will be. 16 bucks for five. That doesn't sound so bad, Scotty boy. Now, apparently, there's a way to preserve eggs for up to a year, submerging them in salt water. Apparently, you can save them fresh for up to a year. And that's pretty cool. That's a scary thought. Eggs, yeah. Sacred eggs. They're scared eggs. Put in my 39 miles on the bicycle today and 2 hours and 24 minutes. Nice. I dragged my ass up to the mall and back. The mall's about a kilometer away. So, cheers to that. Wish I could do the same. I actually I had the thought of joining a gym today. They're beloved. Not that we need gyms; we can do workouts at home. I do a little bit. Oh, you did? Awesome. That'd be cool. It's not deep. They're as big as two hen. Okay. The nuns in the nursery made you cover your ears when you sleep. She still do. Wow. That's programming. I became breatharian for a week. Got lost in some CIA experiment reports with music on report, and the sky melted. Got sent to the ER with dying kidneys. Yeah. I got bummed out tying my shoes. Called it a day. Yeah, I should have stayed home. They're scared eggs because they're scared sacred eggs because they scared you. Heard CIA LSD was weak. Yeah, I don't know. 350 a dozen. Wow. Yeah, let them just hang out there, eh? Scotty boy. Hi, Inda Groove. How you doing? It's everybody's gone to get alcohol. So cheers to that. The nuns in robes. Had to bang some drums. Good for you. I'll get some energy out for sure. Yeah, CIA. They now I've heard that that was developed possibly by the CIA LSD. Nuns were habits, so they got lots of habits. Lots of good habits, lots of bad habits. Cannabis and shrooms for you? Yeah, I got to get some shrooms. That'd be a good idea. Haven't drank alcohol since lockdown. Go for it. Come on, Susie Cat. Do it. I don't know. Good habits, bad habits. Oh, that's sweet. Well, not that you look like a deplorable mess, but it's kind of a benefit in my city. If you look like a deplorable mess, people will leave you alone. If you don't, they'll ask you for money. There's so many homeless right now in our city. Yeah, that's more. It's ridiculous. I don't think so. Tequila or absinthe? Yeah, I've never had absinthe. I'd like to. Nice. Apple honey wine. I like a good mead. Honey wine, yeah. Yeah, if you smell like a brewery, people are going to think you might need some help. Mainstith? What's Manstith? What's Manson? Manson. Is that a real thing? A fee absinthe. Okay. Oh, I'd like to go to an all-girls Catholic school when I was a kid. That would have been awesome. And these days you can, right? Apple and honey wine, nice. Yeah, absinthe sounds good. You can buy it up here. I don't know what kind of a concentration it is, but yeah, running off to crafts and brews. Well, don't forget, we're a bunch of wizards, so maybe at the end of this we'll do some wizardy stuff. You know, get all hopped up on alcohol and THC. I guess Paula there, she's gonna. What are you calling yourself now? What are you calling yourself now, there, Paula? I don't see you for a while there. She'll get some shrooms. I don't have any shrooms. I'd have to order them. Yeah, how much absinthe? Okay, Fulcrum, goddess of L integrity. Okay, that's what you call yourself. You change your name so often. 3-part water, 1 part absinthe. Why not pure absinthe? Don't you just put it on a sugar cube? Charlie's Manson's. Okay, Charlie Manson. What a guy. Apple crisp. I like that. $80 a bottle. Wow. All right, Susie Cat. $80 a bottle. Wow. Yeah, Everclear. We have Alcool up here. It's 99% alcohol. Same as that. Oh, 66. No, that's weak. Everclear is 99, 90 or 99%. Or Alcool, it's called. Show you. See if it comes up here. No. Alcool. Let's see. No. Oh, they're not selling it. Alcool. There we go. Maybe. Let's see. No. Go back. Let's try brand. No, it doesn't show it. It's hard to find. Yeah, but we have a brand up here that's like 90% alcohol. It's ridiculous. You can't drink it. You have to water it down. Main Sith is 66% and other ingredients. Nice. Is it Susie Cat's birthday? Or it was just a couple days ago. That's right. Well, happy birthday 5 days ago. And let's see. No cake. It's my wife's birthday today, actually. It's November 6th. It's her birthday. She got flowers, a card, and a box of candy. I'm supposed to have one of those candies at some point. I don't eat a lot of sugar, so happy birthday, Mary. And Susie Cat. Everclear is 120 proof. Yeah. Without water, you don't get slouch effect, milky white. Yeah, the lab alcohol was the only thing that was stronger and drinkable. What is your image? It looks like a rear view mirror. Is that what it is, B. Freeman? For a while, I thought it was a boob and a nipple, but I'm not sure what that image is. Can you clarify that for us? I thought it was a boob and a nipple. Now I'm thinking it's a rear view mirror. Anyone got any ideas? White Lightning or Applejack? Nice. I didn't like Apple Jack Daniels. I don't like Jack Daniels to begin with. So, ooh, cake and pie. Everyone says happy birthday, Suzanne. Everyone says happy birthday. Yeah, a lot of y'all born around this time of year. That's weird. I was born a few months ago in a good time. Way, way back in the before times. Absinthe is a different animal. Yeah. Never tried it. I'd like to. Shrooms and white chocolate. Yeah, I'd go for that. I like the taste of mushrooms, magic mushrooms, though. So I like chewing. I suppose with cocoa that could be an even better experience. Hmm. Limoncello. Limoncello? Limoncello? I don't know how to pronounce that. Shrooms upset your stomach? Oh, that sucks. Happy birthday, Mary and Susie Cat. California can only sell 120 Everclear. Cool. Everywhere else, it's 151. You're in December? Thank you, James. Thank you, Mary Wins. Scorpio, November 13th, my birthday. Nice. Yeah, my wife's a Scorpio. She got a sting. I tell you. She got a sting. What's that? Image is actually a cat's eye reflection. It looked mysterious. Cool. It's a cat's eye reflection. Okay, so I was right. No Jack for me either. No. Oh, it's an Italian liqueur? Okay. Yeah, I don't like, I'm not that fond of this Jaeger. It's the first time I've actually tried it. It's all right, but it's too sweet for me. Now, I tried this on my 25th birthday. My friend said, "Oh, have you tried a Boilermaker?" I said, "No, never tried a Boilermaker. What's that?" He says, "Well, it's a shot of Jack Daniels dropped in beer." I thought, okay, I don't know. Guess I'll try it. I tried it. 10 minutes later, I was in the parking lot just barfing all over the place. Spent the next 10, 15 minutes just puking and barfing. It was horrible. But I did drink it down pretty quick. I gotta grab some ice. Be back in a second. Yeah, beer. I don't drink. I like beer on a summer day. That's about it. Those Jaeger bombs, just use Jaeger. And happy preemptive birthday to Isabel, to Morgan. I hope it's a good one. Southern Comfort. Oh, hate Southern Comfort. Domino's. Okay. I'm not a pizza guy. Don't like pizza. I don't like the flour. I don't like and it's very hard to get a whole wheat pizza. I'm a little bit with this one on uh, the diet, being stringent on my diet. Uh, I don't like eating white flour at all. I just don't like it. She used Domino's a lot. Janis Joplin used it a lot. So Co is great. I don't know. I don't know if Southern Comfort is great cough medicine. You'll have to try that. Yeah, give it a try, right? I do. Awesome. Put me right to sleep. Nice. Hot toddy with lemon juice, honey, and Southern Comfort. Yeah, that would put you right to sleep. I might even be able to go for a nap this afternoon. It's almost dinner time there. Bought a nice salad for dinner. I got a nice, what did I get? Mediterranean salad. What's wrong with hot toddy? It didn't say there's anything wrong with them. Red Bull. Never tried a Red Bull. Jaeger with Red Bull. I actually liked Jagermeister with uh, root beer was good. I bought a root beer last night, and that was great. That's what I thought it was. I don't know what it was. What's yours? What have we got here? It's a car. See some of the, I don't know, face, fishing, Scotty boy with a fish. Maybe it helped her voice. I don't know about that. That's some good advice there. Oh, really? Looks like Susie Cat's going to go on a trip. Awesome. Janice famously drank Southern. Oh, okay, Southern Comfort. Okay, Red Bull smells like red axle grease. I've never tried one, so I wouldn't know. Yeah, I'll probably be able to nap. That'll be nice. Have some dinner, go for a nap. Got a bar, still like them. No idea what's in them. Well, they have that label on the back that people can read. I don't know. I'm not sure. These were thought to result in violent and erratic behavior. Absinthe was even said to cause physical symptoms such as facial contractions, numbness, and seizures. People displaying absinthe included absinthe induced symptoms were said to have absinthism, a condition that has since been debunked. What happens if you drink absinthe straight? Not recommended because the green distillate spirit, powerful flavor, and high alcohol content. Beyond the potential of burning your taste buds, so strong it can be dangerous if you drink too much. Not really getting, not really giving me the deleterious effects. So I seem to want to hide that. I am on Google, so the results are going to be skewed and totally effed up, right? So, all right, Grande Gringo, have a nice night. Strange effect, okay. Only a drop at the end of a 3-year bottle, John. I don't know why I kept it so long. I don't know. And I still don't know really how it affects someone. So if anyone could describe that. Oh, okay. That's interesting, beloved. So we need those poisons and fillers to get the full effect. Wormwood is a vermifuge wormer. Yeah, deworming. My wife was taking wormwood for a couple weeks, a few months back. We got her on that uh, because she's vaccinated to make sure that if there are any living parasites, we get rid of those. It's more of a high feeling than drunk. Okay. Poisons and fillers, right on. Wormwood? No, it's wormwood. Supposedly, it's wormwood in alcohol. Now you can buy wormwood, I guess, and put it in alcohol. I've seen it online. Wormwood, it's wormwood extract. I did kind of catch a little buzz off it, but it was suspended in alcohol. So spider pig, spider pig does whatever a spider pig does. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, it's also an anti-parasitic. I don't know that it's a poison per se, but it could be. Thanks for the update, Morgan. I'm ordering like a Western cowboy at the bar, trying to handle the shot poured by the old timer. It used to be a staple bit. Sounds like a thing I want to do. Try absinthe. Yeah, I guess you'd have to make your own. Get some wormwood, and because, like the love said, it's just alcohol now, and probably do it yourself. Get away from that pig, Scotty boy. You're getting creepy there. Poison to worms, I guess. I don't know. There are plenty of antiparasitics out there. We don't have to take wormwood. It's true. Yeah, she did it for about 2 weeks. Uh, I did it along with her. Took black willow bark extract as well, white birch, and turmeric capsaicin extract to try to get rid of parasites. What was that? Artesian from Turin, from, oh, neat. It was wormwood that your cat tore into, and valerian. What a smell. Yeah, valerian has a, you can collect valerian around here. And yeah, it does have quite a smell to it. The ingredients vary. Yeah, that's what it seems like. Easier ways to get wrecked. You heard that it was some French lady's concoction that got conscripted into the army. I agree with you there. Spirulina. Okay. Grapeseed skin. Good anti-parasitic, is it? You're still taking the velvet bean? Yeah, I'm going to be taking that, I think, for the rest of my life. Some form or another of that, Susie Cat. I also take quercetin on a daily basis. I was going to do a show about that. I had thought of maybe doing a show on what I'm taking for my health. I've told you all many times, but I don't know. It might be helpful to have it all in one video, just a short video of what I'm doing, why, that type of thing. You can try the things that I'm trying, see if they help. But it's always a work in progress, right? Velvet bean. I first heard about velvet bean when I was watching a video by Laura Lynn Thompson. She had a doctor on who was talking about chemtrails and the vaccine and other things, and reinforcing the blood-brain barrier. Uh, so that, yeah, I like natural tinctures too. Can't find grape seeds in the grocery. Hmm. Yeah, I saw it on a show, and it was nicotine and velvet bean extract. So you can chew some gum, some nicotine gum if you don't smoke, and it's supposed to support the blood-brain barrier. This is fun. I like this description. Discussed this on a couple of other people's shows, I think. Let's see. There it is. This stuff's amazing. Share this. Okay. So it's called Mucuna perennis, Fabaceae, an established herbal drug used for management of male fertility, nervous disorders, and also as an aphrodisiac. It's been shown that in its seeds are potentially of substance of medical importance. The ancient Indian medical system, some word I can't pronounce, traditionally used M. perennis, even to treat such things as Parkinson's disease. So there's the key right there, is the Parkinson's disease. for what we're talking about. M. purinus has been shown to have anti-Parkinson's and neuroprotective effects, which may be related to its antioxidant activity. Antioxidant activity of M. purinus has been also demonstrated in vitro by its ability to scavenge radicals and receive oxygen species. In this review, the medicinal properties of M. purinus are summarized. So let me see. So there's a lot of, it's called cow witch and cow hedge, common names for it. Also known as velvet bean. It's a feed suggested for animals. It's a climbing legume, originally from southern China and eastern India, where it is at one time cultivated as a green vegetable crop. It's one of the most popular green crops currently known in the tropics. And I'm sure that I could get this at a store just across the road from me. The velvet bean has been traditionally used as a food source by certain ethnic groups and countries, cultivated in Asia, America, and Africa. Here's a good description of it, but here we go. Reported to contain toxic compounds L-dopa and hallucinogenic I can't say that, and anti-nutritional factors such as phenols and tannins. Due to high concentrations of L-dopa, velvet bean is a commercial source of this substance used in the treatment of Parkinson's disease. The toxicity of unprocessed velvet bean may explain why the plants exhibit low susceptibility to insect pests. Velvet bean is well known for its nematocytic effects. Also reportedly possess notable allopathic activity, which may function to suppress competing plants. So interesting. As a traditional medicine, 1500 to 1000 BC, one of its constituents, L-dopa, the velvet bean has been employed as a powerful aphrodisiac. So interesting. The bean, if applied to a paste on scorpion sting, is thought to absorb poison. But in us, it's supposed to help with the blood-brain barrier. I don't know if it will. Probably on it, because I do like feeling when I'm on it. What's that? Grape leaves are good for varicose veins. Interesting. Oh, cool. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Karen Lynn. Who's taking pictures? Taking picture shows is just a song. Okay. Me free, maybe, for the vine. Christ had, yeah, had thorns. That's true. It is a spiky, furry bean. Thank you, guys. Way too fast. Cheers, all. I always wondered about those thorns. That's an interesting question. Yeah. They must have several meanings. Most of the ancient texts have at least two or three meanings in them: an alchemical, a spiritual, and a practical. Let's take a look at the velvet bean. It's a cool looking bean. Here's the actual bean. It's black with a, looks like a cat's eye. Come in different forms. Fuzzy. There's pretty fuzzy. Oops. What happened? Well, there's some big fuzzy ones. Is that showing up for you guys? Yeah, there he is. So it's a fuzzy bean, not a spiky bean. They cause severe itch. Interesting. What goes up must come down. Carry on your own damn cross. You're tailoring your cross, yeah. Spider pig, predictive programming, and forbidden donuts. All the Timbits. Used to grow Concord grapes. Nice. Thank you. Fully seeded, very rich and sweet. They do look pretty. Yeah, I don't know if they'd have to do them fresh or not, Mary Wins. I don't know if you could save them for a long time. White, yellow, or purple flowers with orange bristly pods. Yeah, so look into the velvet bean. Uh, I'll probably be taking it for the rest of my life along with quercetin, at least until they stop doing to us what they're doing. And if I can check my blood. They're now claiming that even us unvaccinated may be vaccinated. Yeah, if it helps with Parkinson's or chemtrails, the idea is I'm going to take it until they stop doing that. They grow like crazy. Wonder if you could grow them yourself. I'm pretty sure that I could get them across the road, though. Well, I don't know where the liars are. They're in their bunkers, maybe. Oh my goodness, we've almost been on for 3 hours. All right, guys, I think I'm going to get hungry here. So, time for dinner. So, that was a good way to end it on the velvet bean because I think it's a little bit of a benefit to us. Uh, there's wellness centers opening up all over the place. So, that's something to look into too. Getting outside, opting out of the Rockefeller medical system, going to an alternative health system. And hopefully, within 5 years, we can start eating some sketty and cabbage. Hopefully, we can take back our world and right all these wrongs that have been done to us and are still being done to us. And I think it'll be about 5 years, but maybe 4.5 by now. Get up, man. Watch those bristles. Yeah. All right, guys. Much love to you all. Thank you all for showing up. Keep that third eye open. Use your intelligence and your intuition. And if we don't see you before the revealing, good luck.